Hi everyone, this is Adie from Adie's Crafts and Things. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do some very easy decreasing and increasing on Tunisian crochet. Some easy ways to do it and what that would look like if you do it in the middle of the row as well. So grab your yarn, your Tunisian hook. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to be talking about how to decrease or increase with Tunisian crochet. Right here I have the sample that we did from last week with a simple Tunisian stitch. So I'll just show you, the concept is pretty similar for most of these stitches. So with increasing, it's quite simple actually. So with the simple stitch, we were just going through the front post. Now on a different video, which I'll post the link right over here, with the knit stitch, you just go all the way through. And with a full stitch, you go in between stitches. So what we're gonna do to increase, we're gonna look at where our row starts and we're gonna go in between as if it were a full stitch. And we're just gonna insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you continue with whatever stitch you're wanting to do. So if we wanted to continue with the Tunisian simple stitch, I'll just go through the front post only this way, yarn over, pull up a loop, and do that all the way through. And you can add stitches at any point in time really in your sample or in your project. So let's say I wanted to add another stitch here. I just go through as if it were a full stitch and then continue. Pretty straightforward. Let's add another one in here. So you can add as many stitches as you need. This also makes it to where if you accidentally were to decrease on the previous row, this is how you increase it again, so that you have the correct number of stitches. So you'll find that this is going to start opening it up as I increase my stitches. Now there's two ways of decreasing stitches. So I'll show you one of them here right now. So instead of doing yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, all the way through to the end, one way of decreasing would be yarn over, pull through three, and then you may continue. So if we wanted to decrease the same number that we increased, I would do another decrease right there. Now, another way of doing a decrease would be actually working on the next row as you're adding stitches onto your hook. So over here I both increased and decreased on some of those. But yeah, so one way would be like if we were to start your row and then you want to do a decrease, one way of doing it would be inserting your hook through two stitches at once, yarn over, pull through two, and then just continue with the rest of the row. For stitches that have been decreased, like in this case, you just do it the same thing, or you just go through one. And then that way, at the end of the row, you have the correct number of stitches. Now this is great, for example, if you wanted to make something a little, just something that's getting smaller, maybe like a top, you know, like at the neckline, if you wanted to get a little smaller, you can always keep one edge straight and then decrease on the other one. Now you will notice that with an increase sometimes it will cause little gaps. So just be mindful of that whenever you are increasing. Now, let's say that you want to do an increase with some of the other stitches, right? So let's say with a knit stitch. Again, for increasing, you would still just go in between stitches. And again, you can increase as many times as you need to, or as many times as your pattern calls for. Now with this one that I did the decrease on the row before, I go through both of them as if I were doing a simple stitch, but then just go back this way. So that is one way of decreasing with a knit stitch. And then, yeah, you would do a similar thing, for example, with a full stitch, just adding stitches. So with a full stitch that you would usually go in between stitches like we did over here on the first one, you would then just do more like a knit stitch to add your extra stitch. Okay, so hope that makes sense. Again, with the decreasing, you'll be very similar as far as like being able to do yarn over and pull through 3 instead of 2 whenever you're doing your return pass, like this. Just be mindful that that might accidentally happen if you're not cautious or not paying attention when you're doing your return pass. I have actually seen several of my students accidentally do that. So in order to keep like the nice straight edges and not increase or decrease, just be mindful of how many loops you're pulling through or what stitch it is you're doing, because if you're doing like a knit stitch and you forget and then you do a full stitch, then you've accidentally increased there again. So hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about this, by all means, just put them on the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, and if there's any stitch tutorials that you would like for me to cover, whether it be regular crochet or Tunisian crochet, I'm happy to take suggestions. So if there's anything you'd like for me to make a tutorial on, just post it on the comments. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.